Why don't we see more innovations in sanitation? Based from the report presented in SGD number 7, Affordable and Clean Energy, SGD number 13, Climate Action, and SGD number 14, Life Below Water, of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals for 2030, 13% of the global population still lack access to modern electricity, and 87% of the 840 million people without electricity live in rural areas. 90% of the global population rely on the use of electricity. 17.5% of the total final energy consumption comes from renewable energy, while the rest are non-renewable. Energy is also the dominant contributor to climate change, accounting for around 60% of the total global greenhouse gas emissions in the planet. Urine contains 80% nitrogen and 55% phosphorus. When these nutrients get into the rivers and streams, it can cause algal blooms where algae can grow until it consumes all of the available oxygen in the area, making it a dead zone in which nothing else can survive. An estimated 2.6 billion people in the world lack access to improved sanitation. Of this, 673 million, or 9% of the global population, still practice open defecation and urination, and majority are in Southern Asia, as reported by the United Nations in 2015. Approximately 6.4 trillion liters per year, or 4.2 billion up to 18.2 billion liters of urine are produced per day by the people in the world. With this data, supplying enough, clean, and affordable electricity to the community is a big challenge today. Since the population is continuously increasing every year, it also follows an increased power demand, which leads to a shortage in the supply of electricity. Also, with that large amount of human waste, have you ever wondered what more can we do with our urine? Why don't we use our own waste to create something significant that may provide positive impact in the society? In fact, there is no such thing as waste, only waste of resources. We want to make use of urine as a source of renewable energy that is cost-effective, affordable, and beneficial to the environment and the community. This study, entitled Effectiveness of Urine and Bleach Sodium Hypochlorite NaOCl Solution as a Potential Power Source for Public Urinals, aimed to determine the feasibility and effectiveness of utilizing urine and bleach as a single solution to potentially power public urinals in terms of voltage produced, current induced, and longevity. Bleach was added to urine to increase the amount of voltage it produced. This was based from the study conducted by AUSA 2017, which says that by adding some chemicals in urine, high amount of voltage can be produced. Moreover, bleach served not only as an oxidizing agent but also a disinfectant to minimize the foul smell of urine. This study utilized a descriptive experimental method of research. It focused on the descriptive analysis of the existing studies and articles to characterize urine and bleach and validate its electrical conductivity, as well as the feasibility of using this to potentially generate power. An experiment was also conducted to determine the level of effectiveness of urine and bleach solution in terms of voltage produced, current induced, and longevity. Descriptive statistics, the researcher made Likert scales, indicators, sample mean, one-way analysis of variance or ANOVA, Pearson product moment correlation, t-test for correlation, and linear regression. Finally, a prototype was developed and tested to determine its limitations, advantages, and consequences. Critiquing and feedbacking were conducted to determine the low point of the prototype for further improvement. Urine samples were found to have a pH level ranging from 5.5 to 7 with an average of 6.2, while the 3 brands of commercialized bleach samples such as Greenex Bleach, Zonrox Original Bleach, and Domex bleach were found to have a pH level of 8.5, 13.0, and 10.0 respectively. Urine and bleach sodium hypochlorite both have the properties to conduct heat and generate electricity. Thus, it was found that utilizing urine and bleach as a single solution to potentially power public urinals is feasible. Among the three concentrations of urine and bleach solutions, it was found that the concentration with 70% urine and 30% bleach is the most effective in terms of the voltage produced, current induced, and longevity. Lastly, it was found that the level of effectiveness of the three concentrations designed for the experiment have a significant difference in terms of the voltage produced, current induced, and longevity. Urine samples has an average pH level of 6.2, while the pH level of the three brands of commercialized bleach varies. Utilizing urine and bleach as a single solution to potentially power public urinals is feasible. Solution with a concentration with 70% urine and 30% bleach is the most effective in terms of voltage produced, current induced, and longevity. There is a significant difference between the levels of effectiveness of the three concentrations of urine and bleach solutions in terms of the voltage produced, current induced, and its longevity. This study addresses the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals 2030, specifically SDG number 6, Clean Water Sanitation, SDG number 7, Affordable and Clean Energy, SDG number 13, Climate Action, and SDG number 14, Life Below Water. It may help to resolve the problems on the lack of supply of clean and affordable energy, water pollution and contamination, greenhouse gas emissions and global warming, and the marine preservation. Since urine is produced everywhere, the results of this study may help in ensuring universal access to affordable, reliable, and sustainable source of renewable energy. It is especially beneficial to people who have no access to electricity, especially in the rural areas. This concept and idea can be adopted by the possible end users of the UBSL-powered urinal, such as jails or prison cell, food chains, malls, schools, markets, and places where a large number of people gather. With that, Industrial Revolution will become more engaged to green energy, which may lead to have a more sustainable world.